everybody, welcome to PitchCatch. This week I'm not really feeling that well. I'm not looking that well either. But I'm here and I'm doing this regardless of how I look. My vanity is taking a shot to the gut. But anyway, today we have a question and a pitch. So without any further ado, we'll get right to it. Our question today comes from Matus on Facebook, and he's asking if there are any books on dialogue. I have quite an extensive library on screenwriting, and I've never come across one on dialogue. I'm sure some exist, and I found a couple online. Blue Book, and I'm sure that the writer is very knowledgeable. He's had, I think, 17 screenplays produced, so you can find his books at scriptsecrets.net. Writing Dialogue by Tom Chiarella. I will say that I do have a lot of articles on WriteForHollywood.com about dialogue, but also about character. And you can't really talk about dialogue without talking about character. There's a few points I want to address to help you along in writing better dialogue. New writers tend not to do the preliminary work in developing strong characters from the beginning before they start writing their screenplay. And so their dialogue tends to sound very similar, meaning every character sounds alike. Meaning every character sounds like the writer. The best way to avoid this is to do your preliminary work. Craft solid characters. Go into real life and sit down and listen to how people talk. Write it down. Copy what they say. Listen to how every person has something unique about how they speak. What is unique about them? Do they have a lisp? Certain words that they repeat, phrases that they like to say, gestures, emphasizes certain words, use a lot of slang. There's all sorts of little subtleties that you can pick up in real life. Incorporate those traits in developing the characters, and the dialogue will just flow effortlessly. But keep in mind that film and television is not real life. It is a reflection of real life. So a lot of times you listen to people, they stammer, they stutter, they repeat themselves, they go around and talk in circles, and that's fine once in a while just to get your point across that that's the kind of person they are. But to listen to that in a movie is tedious. This is why dialogue in movies and television is edited, so that every word carries significance. There's subtext, there's meaning, there's innuendo, there's all sorts of other things going on. There's so much to talk about when it comes to dialogue. I can't possibly do it all in an episode of Pitch Catch, so I would suggest go to my website and read some of the articles that I've already written. Thanks for writing in, and now we get to the pitch. Okay, our pitch today comes from July in Texas, and I was actually talking to July on Twitter, and I told her about Pitch Catch, and she sent it right away. Here's the pitch. Hello, my name is July. We recently talked on Twitter about Superman and genres in movies and producers. So here's my screenplay. It's called Misruled. It's about a supernatural girl who lost her father at a young age and when she reunites with him. There are new secrets about her past that she never knew. As new twists about her past reveal, more chaos occurs for this teenager. Alright, so what's good about this? Well, we chatted on Twitter beforehand and she sent this right away. So that's amazing. Taking immediate action is a quality that is enviable. It shows you've got great energy and also the right attitude. She also reminded me of How We Met. Her pitch was short and to the point. The title is good, it's solid, it's a single word, and it's high concept. We know from the logline that it's a supernatural movie. It's about a teenager. What she's up against are the secrets that are coming out about her past and how they throw chaos into her life. So what could be improved? The first thing that strikes me is that it could be more specific. For example, how did she lose her father? My first instinct was that he died, and then you say that they're reunited. Also, what kinds of secrets? What kinds of chaos? How does it disrupt her life? And also, why does her father return at this point in her life? I'd also like to know more about her supernatural ability, what sets her apart from other supernatural characters. Clarify the genre, whether it's action-adventure, thriller, whatever it may be. The logline itself could be one sentence, and the sentences are using incorrect syntax. Make sure your logline is tight. The logline should tie into the title. I've said this many times before. I like the title, however, I don't see how it fits in with the logline. What is at stake? What does this girl stand to lose, and what does she do to protect it? In terms of a supernatural movie especially, what is the challenge that she must rise to? Thank you for submitting your pitch. I hope to hear many more from you. And thank you for the question. I did not forget. I have one more question from Andre that's sitting on the shelf. I do promise I will get to it next week. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye.